Hey everybody, this is Nathan Pankey at modernpsalmist.com. I'm going to show you today how I use my backing tracks with this great little app called Prime Multitrack App from Loop Community. But the first thing we need to do is we actually need to have files. Now, I happen to have some right here. As you can see, I am just taking individual channels, so individual instruments, so snaps, 808, bass, click, cues, glockenspiel, pad, Rhodes, and that's just the whole file. And then I took the individual instruments, and drums as well, the individual instruments, and then put them into a zip file. When you get the files that I've made, you'll get them just like this, where it'll have the name, it will have the BPM, so the BPM, the tempo. It'll also have the chord progression. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to loopcommunity.com, and you'll need to set up your own account. And once you have your account set up, you can go to this little upload cloud thing, and you'll say, yes, I want to use a personal file. I don't want to sell this file, which is another thing that they have that's kind of cool, is you can sell individual, if you have backing tracks that you've made for things. But I'm just talking about this. So yeah, it'll say drop your file. I'm going to drop it in here, and it will upload fairly quick. But I found this and have been using this pretty much several times a week. 2 to 3 times a week I use this. And it's processing. It'll be done here with the funky blue candy cane stripe. And it will say done. I'm going to go over here to upload. Now what it's going to ask is going to ask me for the name of the song. I know that this song is called, it's called My Heart. And it is 84 BPM, and it is in the key of G. But I usually like to put the chord progression right next to it, so very easily, as you'll see on the app. Now I made this. So I'm going to put my name in. I'm going to put 84 because that is the tempo. I'm going to select 4/4. It's going to do 4 quarter notes, and I know this is in the key of G. Now this is a cool feature because you wanted to put the key that it's in, because there's the ability to actually be able to make it go faster and slower, and I'll show you. And I can put all my work, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, it's going to ask me, and I know these are drums. And the only thing I'm going to change, I'll change 2 things. I'm going to make this just snaps, and I'm going to make this just 808. The rest of them, I want to stay the same. Now at home, what you'll be able to do is cue these. You'll be able to hit this little button right there, and it'll play through part of the track, so you can actually know, oh, what is this thing? And it also puts the file name of what it is. And I would just suggest, if you're going to make these on your own, use MP3 files. I know that the audio purist will be like, whatever, but this is for a usable kind of practice thing. MP3 files, especially with what we're doing, the fidelity we're working in, you don't really need waves, and they take up a ton of space. So we're going to continue. I'm going to submit the track, and it says, hey, it's been submitted correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn Firefox off, because yes, I do want to leave the page. And I'm going to go over to my Prime app, and I'm going to go, remember I have to sign into this. Remember, you have to have an account. You're going to sign in, and you're going to say add song, and I'm going to type in right here, My Heart. As you can see, I have a bunch of songs, and I added it. It's loading in, and it's going to show up here. Oh, look at this. And I'm going to undo MIDI because I don't want to mess with that. But what I will want to mess with, just so I can hear, is I'm going to change all these to stereo. 1, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Secondly, so you can hear, I'm going to put them in my interface channel, which is 17 and 18, just so I'll be able to do this. So a little eager. I know, look at all those interface channels. Holy cow. And, again, Nathan. So I'm doing this so I can actually hear it, and what we're going to do in a second is we are going to actually put the markers in, which is where kind of the magic happens with this app, if you ask me. So let's one more. Same with these. And you can see that these colors, the blue means that it's an actual audio channel, whereas the red, as you can see, these 2 channels right here, these are your cues that will tell you what section you're going to, and this is just a click track. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the song. I'm going to edit markers. So edit song, edit markers, and I'm going to press play. Now watch. You'll have to do this on your own. It's going to do a little intro here.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm going to do the intro. And I'm going to say intro. And say add. Okay. And then I'm guessing it's probably going to be around here.
Verse 2.
I know the verse is right here. So I'm going to just double tap that. Put the verse. And I know that the chorus is right around here.
2, 3, 4.
That's the chorus. Okay. And I know the end is down here.
3.
I know that's the end.
End 2.
Okay. That is the end. This is the end. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, because this will be set, and now I have all these things. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn these down a little bit. And let's see. So I'll play through it. Now remember I told you there's a few little controls that you'll be able to do. So this is kind of cool. So it's just going to play.
Intro 2, 3, 4.
So now what I can do is I can actually, let me turn this down a little bit. Once it gets to like the verse,
Verse
repeat
2,
it.
3, 4.
And now things that I can do is I can actually take specific things out. Like I don't want the glockenspiel in there. Like I don't want snaps. And now it will indefinitely play this. And now you can keep the cues in there to tell you where you're going, but I usually just keep it right about here. Or just turn the click off if I'm just singing by myself. Like for example, this one is actually, let's see, Psalm 45. And this is what we sing. So I'll just keep it right here. And I'll just sing along to it. You know what I mean? So I'll just pull my little Bible app up. Just go to Psalm 45. Sorry, I'm doing it on my phone right in front of me. So I'll just do just the first two verses. My heart it overflows with the pleasing thing. Oh, I address my verses to the King. Oh, my tongue is the pen of a ready writer. You are more handsome than the sons of men. Oh, grace is poured upon your lips. Therefore God has blessed you forever. He's blessed you forever. Oh, my heart it overflows. My heart it overflows with you. Good thing, Jesus. With you, good thing, Jesus. I'll just keep singing through stuff, and I'll just add, you know, like different things, and just bring things in or bring things down. Oh. Yeah, and so usually I'll just do things like that. And I'll just go through and, yeah, I'm sorry, I was just kind of off the cuff and just singing things, but that's basically how I do it. Now, like I said, one of the things that you can do if you're like, that key, I really don't like that key. That key is crazy. Remember, you can actually change the key right here. Like, oh, this might be a little too high for me. And you can actually do this. Watch this. I can actually drop it F sharp. You know what? F. I'm going to drop it down to E. Now listen to this. down to E now. Ooh, my heart it overflows with a good thing, with a good thing. Yeah, so as you could hear, I was just changing the key, and you can change the key there. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty awesome tool. And like I said, you can just kind of go back and forth. It's like, you can go to the next one. You can go back to the beginning when this is done. If not, it'll just go to the end and cut out. Oh, my computer's dragging a little bit. But yeah, and you can just basically touch each part and then kind of just have it go to each of the sections. And yeah. So, I mean, this is pretty much the app, and I hope this helps you out. If you want to get, the files, I'm going to be releasing them pretty soon as my book is done. But you'll be able to find those on my website and the resource section, so modernpsalmist.com/resources, and I will put in the stems there. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.